Well, this sucks. I just took the ferry back from Dublin to Holyhead, Wales, caught a taxi to Valley, which is like a 15-minute drive away, and I have a reservation booked at this place here, the Bull Hotel in Valley, Wales, and looks like there's nobody here. I keep calling the phone and they don't answer, so I'm stranded outside their hotel. Oh, I see a light on in this house right here. Maybe someone's coming to let me in. But, yeah, they also, when I called earlier, were weird. And they're like, oh, we don't have your booking. But I had the confirmation number, which I gave them. And they're like, okay, we'll talk to management and get it figured out and get back to you. Nothing, never heard. And then now, of course, when I arrive here, there's supposedly nobody here but the maintenance guy. So now I'm just pacing back and forth outside the hotel, hoping that this guy wakes up to the message that they're supposedly sending him, because the owner of the hotel, or whoever, the receptionist, who's not here, contacted me via the messaging on booking.com, and they said, you know, we're contacting the maintenance guy. So if he doesn't wake up, I'm screwed, and basically spending the night outside this hotel as a homeless person. Normally when you stay at a hostel or a hotel, they send you an email. Well, I got confirmation emails, multiple, and none of them have information on how to get in. You see, you got this little key box here. Normally they give you the code to that, and then you open that up, and that opens the door. But they gave me nothing. Oh, well, thankfully, the owner, the manager, the owner came and saved my ass. I'm gonna talk quietly because people are sleeping, but yeah, he responded and drove out. Took him only like 15-20 minutes, so it was very nice of him. So now I can get some sleep, I get a shower. I don't have to sleep outside. And, let's see the room. All right. Not bad, not bad. Honestly, a lot better than some of the hostels I've had to stay in. Honestly, it's actually a pretty nice room. I need to get this ridiculous bag off. I need to downsize. Get rid of some of these souvenirs. Get rid of some extra clothes I don't need. A couple other things. This thing must weigh 50 to 60 pounds. There's a little chandelier. What do we got in here? Oh, nice, nice. Oh, I can take a shower. Oh, fantastic. Well, that was nearly a disaster. Very kind guy came and helped me out. Poor man, he had a hernia too, and he was supposed to get that taken care of today, but the doctors didn't have time, so now he has to go back tomorrow. I could tell he was in a good bit of pain, so yeah. Well, the Bull Hotel in Valley, Wales, turned out being all right. The manager / owner, whoever he was, super nice guy. I hope his hernia gets resolved. All right, well, after a near mishap at the Bull Hotel last night, everything is good. I'm on my way to an insane asylum, an abandoned one. I'm gonna try to sneak in, get some cool footage, or at least fly my drone over it if it's too heavily guarded, because I've been told by somebody who lived near there that they do guard it. But anyways, I didn't have to sleep outside like a homeless person last night, so that's good. And all I need to do is walk for 7 minutes to the train station, take a train for like an hour and a half or something like that, to another place where I walk for a couple minutes to a bus stop, and then the bus, take that for about an hour, and I'll pretty much be right there. So time to go see this potentially haunted, abandoned insane asylum in Denbigh, Wales. All right, I gotta wait about 50 minutes at this abandoned train. Well, station's abandoned, trains still run here, but I'll be catching a train to Rhyl, and then from there to Denbigh by bus. All right, well, I finally arrived at Denbigh Insane Asylum. However, the entire property is fenced in and very open. It's gonna be difficult getting in here. There's this nice little trail I found, and I bet you barbed wire. That's not going to work. I might have to stash my bag somewhere, take my drone, and hop the fence because this thing's too big to climb. Oh, here we go. Somebody used a plastic sled to climb over. I'll come back to that if I can't find something better. I saw a guy whose house was probably the groundkeeper of the property, and he was like locking the fence as he saw me walking towards it, so you might be on the lookout. I think I'm gonna go down this trail a little more for the hell of it, but then I'll go back to where that piece of plastic little ramp was. Well, at least this is a nice nature hike in the meantime. Interesting to see if this is doable without stashing my bag somewhere, which makes me uncomfortable. What do we have here? This maybe is doable. Okay, I think if I stash my bag somewhere in the woods. All right, this is gonna suck. I want to get a view of this thing. All right, I'm gonna stop and do another video so I don't get shredded on barbed wire. I did it. Thanks to this little mess right here, I was able to climb over. Although, one of the stinging, I don't know if they're called stinging nettles or there's something similar, it got me in the knee, and that's not gonna be fun. It's more than just a pricker. Now I gotta be careful because this is clearly a mode path that they can drive vehicles down to, scout the property. Okay, there's the asylum. Okay, I don't wanna get spotted. I don't know if they have like cameras or binoculars and how often they look. I think that house right over there is not what we want. So I know where that guy was, caretaker or whatever. Okay, don't like that. Don't like that at all. I think that was just metal scraping on something, or a tree scraping metal to metal, but that sounded. I gotta find a place to hide my bag. I'm probably not gonna make an effort to go inside the asylum unless I see an easy way to do it without being spotted. I don't really feel like being arrested in Wales before I can make it to London for the King's coronation and hanging out with some friends. But at least I can fly my drone here as long as they don't kick me out before then. Another reason I have to be careful. Oh, wow. Okay, here's the asylum church. So, all right. This could be a very stupid journey, but I think I'm out of sight of the people who work here. So, if I'm careful, I might get some cool footage and sneak out without being noticed. But I've heard they do patrol this property. And once I pop out with my head and giant bag into the open, then it's really risking it. And they'll know exactly where I am, and I won't be able to escape easily with that fence. Oh, this is so creepy. Okay. Wow. So this is the Denbigh Asylum Church. This might be the single creepiest place I've ever been in my life. And I was just at the world's most haunted graveyard in Edinburgh. This is a whole different level. Okay. Down over there, I'm pretty sure is where that guy was. So I really got to be careful here. I have no idea at what time he might look in my direction. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stash my bag in these pine trees, maybe, or no? Oh, it says there's cameras. Oh, dude. Alright. I haven't seen the cameras yet, but if I can see them before they see me. Because if they see me on camera, they might just come right to my ass and call the cops immediately. I'm gonna keep my bag with me just in case I have to book it and not go retrieve my bag. I really want to get some drone footage. Oh, well, I did it. I made it here. Holy shit. I've explored some abandoned places, like in my hometown, but this looks epic. Okay. Oh boy. Getting in there is not going to be too easy. Well, I shouldn't just stand here where they can spot me. I need to find an entrance to this place quick. It looks like they've done a lot to keep people from getting in. This back is so damn heavy. My shoulder's gonna be dead by the time I get to Bristol tonight, if I even do. They probably do have some operating cameras somewhere. They're gonna just spot me and know. This doesn't look likely. I might just have to forego trying to get in and just stop and chill, take some footage. Okay, yeah, that's that guy's house. Just hoping he's not looking out a window or having any cameras that can see me. Walk around it a little bit more and then call it and just fly the drone over it so I can get the hell out of here, get back on a train, and finally leave Wales. Going inside it would make for a hell of a video though, so if I can figure a way in, I just can't linger here for too long. Once I'm back over that fence onto that trail, I'm in the clear. Oh wow, look at that. It's actually a really nice view in the distance. See, what I don't want to do is try to break in through a boarded up window. So that'll make a bunch of noise, and then it's technically vandalism. And find a spot I can just sneak in. Ideally, I might be able to find an easier exit up through there. But I also don't want to get kicked out or in trouble before I can fly the drone. Just creaking equipment. Ooh, open window. All right, no way I'm getting over that. Probably just gonna have to call it good filming this thing from the outside for the video and then editing in some drone footage later. Oh, no way. Ah, I got excited. Anti-climb paint. I don't even know what that means, but okay. They've got this thing pretty damn well fenced up and barbed wire, so I'm not gonna try to get in. Scouted it out, does not look doable. And I'm way the in the open, so it's time to go hide somewhere in the trees, fly the drone for maybe 10-15 minutes and get the hell out of here before I get caught. They really don't want people going in there. But anyways, one last little view of part of the old asylum. Pretty cool. Wish I could. Actually, that tree is awesome. Ooh, man. Yeah, at nighttime this would be absolutely terrifying. Those noises, I don't like that. I've taken extensive measures to keep people out. Everything is either fenced or boarded up, barbed wire, crazy stuff. There's no getting in without being very risky. So anyways, I'm gonna go hide somewhere in the trees, fly my drone over this place to actually get some footage since I came all the way here, and try to get the hell back over the fence onto a trail before they spot me. I think I'm on the side of the building that they can't see me from, but it's definitely a good risk. This place is cool, but I'm not gonna linger here too long. Gotta keep moving on trains and buses. I have a long day ahead of me, so at least I got to see the place up close, and I'm gonna get some drone footage and hopefully not go to jail. Okay, cool. I successfully escaped. Time to get the out of here. I don't think anyone noticed me, but can't take any chances. Time to go. Hop on a train, get the hell out of Wales. Kept hearing super loud wind through the trees, making me think someone was driving up. And then one time there was a truck that drove by, some type of service vehicle. So I had to hide in some bushes. They didn't catch me. Yeah, I think the place I went over was better than that. Had my bag with me the whole time. I didn't worry about anything getting stolen. Anyways, successful mission. Cool. Made it to Denbigh Castle. A little hike up the hill from the asylum, but this was definitely worth coming in. Looks like it might be free entry. We'll find out in a second. That's what it would have looked like when it wasn't in ruins. Pretty cool.
No, you should. Come on. Come on.
Looks like ruins out of either Game of Thrones or sort of also gives me vibes of, I'm forgetting the name of the place, but in The Hobbit, where they found out about Sauron. The asylum's over there. There's not a whole lot of this place, but explore what little I can. Nice. Huh. Wow. That's so cool. That's about all it looks like. I don't really care about this visitor center. All right, cool. Well, wait, can I go up there? That might be part of a tour. Yeah, it looks like that's part of an official tour. That's too bad. A little bit of the castle walls still remain. Anyways. Oh, yeah. I guess this is all you get to see for free, which is fine. It's pretty cool. I don't think there's that much more to see for the tour. Not much left of this place. All right, well, anyways, it was worth it. Time to go back down and catch a bus.